All right, guys, so today we're going to go over how to overcome objections. One of the objections that we're going to go over today is going to be AT&T versus Verizon, or any carrier, right? So I'm sure you guys probably hear all the time, oh, wait a second, this is with AT&T, I have Verizon, so you can't help me, and they're going to walk away, right? So there's some great ways that we can overcome this objection before it even shows up, right? So first things first, right off the bat, if a customer brings up, wait, who is this carrier for? You've lost, all right? I always make sure that I'm the one that brings up that this is with AT&T before they do, okay? Now, it's pretty important to make sure that you remember when to bring it up at a specific time, okay? If we bring it up too early without going over the different hot spots of the actual deal, promotion, or event, then the customer is not going to really want to hear the rest of what you have to say, okay? So we have to bring it up very carefully. So I generally bring it up right before I close, like right before I close, after I've told them, hey, listen, your total cost per month for unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data and 2 brand new phones is going to be this much, right? Then I'm going to say, and the best part about today, Mr. Customer, I'm sure you probably already know, right? Verizon and AT&T have been neck and neck when it comes to phone service for years, right? Battling it out on the great battlefield. Last year, Mr. Customer, AT&T put $250 billion with a B dollars into their towers, network, and service as a whole, which is why just last year, AT&T passed Verizon as the nation's fastest and most reliable, which is insane, right? So what that means is for unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data, your total cost per month, including the nation's fastest and most reliable phone service, is going to be this much. It's one thing to save all this money. It's nothing to qualify. We're going to go and check to see if you qualify. How do you spell your first name, right? Then we're going to close, okay? So a couple things here. What I'm doing with this objection is I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the movie Inception, right? The Inception movie is all about putting an idea in someone's head without them knowing that you put the idea there, okay? So I'm going to be using a little bit of that when I'm overcoming this objection. So right off the bat, what I'm saying is, Mr. Customer, I'm sure you probably already know, right? Verizon and AT&T have been neck and neck when it comes to phone service for years, right? So when I'm saying that to the customer, I'm making sure that I'm nodding my head up and down. I'm saying something like, I'm sure you probably already know, right? The customer is going to agree with you because one, they don't want to feel stupid, okay? And two, because you're so confident about the way that you say it, they're thinking in their mind, of course I knew that. Of course I knew that. That's common knowledge. AT&T and Verizon have been neck and neck forever, right? So right off the bat, AT&T, well, the customer has just agreed with you that at least AT&T and Verizon are equal, right? And if two things are equal, yet one of the, in value, two things are equal in value, and one of those things is a whole lot cheaper and gets them brand new phones, it's a no-brainer to switch over, right? So what we can do is start off the situation with them agreeing with you, right? So the customer is now thinking, okay, well, they're at least equal, right? But the next words out of our mouth is going to be, last year, AT&T put $250 billion with a B into their towers, network, and service as a whole, which is why just last year, AT&T passed Verizon as the nation's fastest and most reliable, right? So two things that I did. First thing, I said that AT&T put $250 billion into their towers before I said AT&T is faster than Verizon, okay? If I were to start out me saying, hey, listen, AT&T is better than Verizon because they put in $250 billion, they're going to be thinking of an excuse to say, no, you're wrong, while you're telling them why, okay? So we want to make sure that we tell them why AT&T is better, and then tell them that AT&T is better, so that they're focusing on the why while you're telling them that AT&T is better. Otherwise, they're not going to hear those words come out of our mouth, right? So I'm going to say, so Mr. Customer, last year, AT&T put $250 billion into their towers, network, and service as a whole, which is why just last year, AT&T passed Verizon as the nation's fastest and most reliable, which is super cool, right? So what that means is for unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data, then I'm going to rehash, I'm going to close, and we're going to move on, right? So that is one way to overcome the Verizon versus AT&T objection. Very, very simple. Make sure that you guys are the one that bring it up. And if a customer is to ever bring up, hey, wait a second, is this with AT&T? You're not going to immediately say, yeah, this is with AT&T. No, you're going to say, that's the best part today, Mr. Customer. Today, as I'm sure you probably already know, Verizon and AT&T have been neck and neck when it comes to phone service for years, so on and so forth, okay? Hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have an objection in the field that you guys are hearing, feel free to post it in the comments below, and I should be able to overcome it for you guys. Thank you so much.